Hi, my name is Margaret Ingalls. Today's date is March 31st, and this is the backside of my piece of paper. Today I am talking about my system of choice, which I chose the muscular system. As an athletic trainer, I've worked in sports medicine the last 5 years. I guess actually technically 6, I've been certified now. So the human body, especially the muscular system, the skeletal system too, but specifically the muscular system is something I'm very interested in and passionate about. I personally had started a love for this back when I was in high school. I had 3 ACL surgeries, one my sophomore year of high school, senior year of high school, and then actually my senior year of college as well. So I was super fascinated, I think initially on, I saw my quad atrophy so much right after surgery, and at 15 I had no idea like what was happening to my body. And when I couldn't lift my leg off the ground, it was very interesting to me how muscle tone could disappear like that, but then also your body is so resilient and can learn to retrain itself and function and grow back and hypertrophy again. So that's where I got my really big interest into this system. And in my future career as a PA, I mean, I'm thinking about staying in sports medicine, obviously open to a lot of other different specialties, but I do have a passion for injuries and the musculoskeletal system. So specifically, what types of providers treat injuries to the muscular system? So you have orthopedic surgeons who will operate on muscle tears. So, and then you can even get more specific, even like foot and ankle surgeons repair Achilles tendon ruptures. Other orthopedic surgeons will do patellar tendon rupture repairs. So more focusing on the tendon, that's where the muscle will have a grade 3 tear. If you're treating, minor sprains such as grade 1, grade 2, or grade grade 1 or grade 2 strains, those can be seen by either a primary care sports medicine doctor. Those can be looked at as an athletic trainer. I saw muscle strains firsthand, at least weekly, working in Division I college athletics. So I saw these injuries happen firsthand. I diagnosed them, I treated them, and then obviously referred them as necessary. We always dealt with a lot of hamstring strains working in football. And then in tennis, I had some quad strains, ab strains, forearm strains, things like that. And also physical therapists can work with individuals who have these types of injuries, if I didn't mention that already. So there's a wide range of providers that will treat injuries related to the muscular system. So if we think about the muscular system, kind of break it down, first you start with the muscle fiber itself, the myofibril, and that is the muscle cell really, and then that is covered by the endomysium, and then there's in your body you have groupings of these myofibrils, and that becomes a fascicle. And so then as these groupings of fascicles come together and form the part of the muscle, then you have that creating or covered by the epimysium. And so that really creates the structure of the muscle. And the muscle that I'm going to be talking specifically about today is the hamstring group. So there's 3 muscles, the semitendinosus, membranosus, and biceps femoris. So this group of muscles is posterior, on the posterior side of the femur, so posterior to the quads. It's superior to the gastroc muscle. So these muscles have attachment at the hip and then at the knee because their action is to flex the knee. It also extends the hip as well. So then looking at those muscles specifically, the semitendinosus is in the middle. So if we talk about the other 3 muscles, the biceps femoris is lateral, and the semimembranosus is more medial to the semitendinosus. The biceps femoris is the largest mover of all 3 of those muscles. And we actually had, this is just an interesting case, when I was working with the football team 2 years ago, we had a student athlete with repetitive semitendinosus tendinopathy at the insertion on the tibia, and so we ended up removing that tendon off of the pes anserine, which is that area where 3 tendons attach: the gracilis, the semitendinosus, and the sartorius. And so we took that tendon off the attachment point. And so what happens, and they use this technique for ACL reconstruction if you use a hamstring graft, and what happens is what happened to that muscle is it just kind of like melted together with the semimembranosus and created like, now he pretty much has 2 hamstrings instead of 3, but then the muscles grow together and then learn how to function. And he is a high-speed athlete. He's a defensive back, and he's still playing now and has had no issues with that hamstring since. So it's just very interesting how resilient your body can be. And face adaptations that need to happen in order then to continue to function properly. So this is just a system that's really interested me for a very long time, and I'm happy to share with other people. Thank you.